It is not permitted
Yes.
for the sun to catch the moon or the moon to catch up to the sun. So tell me, what the hell is an eclipse if it is not the moon stopping the sun?
Unless you say you're gonna listen to the end, I'm not gonna answer.
He will.
Yeah. No, he has to say it.
Bob, just say you will, come on.
Yeah, come on. He can't. He cannot stand the truth. He has to diverse.
Naomi, help him.
Notice the supremacist logic of my interlocutor.
Every time you are
I have to do what he says, and because I refuse, he's walking away. You have been exposed
I have not
for the
spoken.
ignorant man you are,
I have not
as
answered
well as a
anything.
man lacking any etiquette at all.
Have I?
I'm not turning
Oh,
away.
but I'm
I have one
No,
Muslim
ignore it.
shouting in this ear,
you can't
and I have another
Okay,
Muslim
Answer
shouting
me
in
what
that
all
ear.
Christians accept.
And in reply
the
to what
teachings
Bob
of
have
Islam.
said about Egypt,
Change.
the law now in Egypt
Now.
is now, yes.
When?
Now, yes.
When was the law changed?
For maybe 10-15 years.
That is a lie.
Yes, not a lie. Do you mind I finish?
10, 15 years.
Do you mind I finish?
10, 15 years.
Do you mind I finish?
How long has the Egyptian state been alive?
Do you mind I finish?
It gained its independence
I
from the
have asked
British
you
when?
the courtesy to let me finish.
So only recently,
People are
10,
watching
15
your
years,
attitude.
he admits the fact of what I've
People
said.
are watching your attitude.
Yes, people have
Yeah.
watched yours, bro.
Let me finish.
So,
Can I finish? Or
I
not?
want to deal with what you said.
No, I need to
10
finish
or
first.
15 years ago.
I need to finish first.
Which means what happened,
You need to
what
let me
happened
finish.
for the 100 years before that?
Okay, you need to let me finish, please.
Let him finish.
I'm saying let me finish, please.
Well, now you want to be decent. Now you want to be polite.
What do you mean?
Earlier, we
You
have
wanna
it
have
on
a shouting
film.
match?
How
You want to be an
impolite.
idiot?
We've
and
already
have a
tried the
stupid
shouting match.
Because
We've
you
already
cannot
tried.
handle a
You,
civilized
want-
discussion.
you don't know what
A
civilized
Christian
discussion
cannot
means.
be civilized and have a discussion.
Right.
He must be
Go on.
idiot.
Go on.
And you have to shout at him.
Go on.
This is the only language
Because you make
this idiot
points,
understands.
you ask questions,
You do not
and you don't
understand
listen to answers.
Civilized discussion.
You throw
you are
out
an
insults.
idiot.
He
I'm
calls me
nothing but
an
an
idiot. He
I've
calls
been
me a
asking you,
donkey.
So let me finish.
This
Yeah.
is his dean. This is
We have
his
said
dean.
many times, let me finish, and you're like a stupid, not
Oh,
letting me to
a
finish.
stupid.
Yes,
A
you are.
stupid.
You are a fool.
A
I
stupid
can't about
what?
it. Has Paul
A
said,
stupid is
I'm
an
fool, I'm
adjective.
proud. Saint Paul
No, now he's
said,
insulting
I
me in
have
Arabic.
become a fool, and I'm proud.
this is
Aren't
his
you a
logic.
fool? According
is
to
it.
Saint Paul.
This is his dean.
Your
This
Paul
is his dean.
said you must be
Because
proud,
the
fool.
supremacists
Yeah,
here,
us not.
who believe
Yes,
that
open the
Christians
Bible.
should be
For
killed,
Bob,
and
the
you're
liar.
an apologist
Never said
for the
that.
persecution of
Never said
Christians
that.
in Egypt,
This book
doesn't believe
Bible.
that a Christian
Should you call
has the
yourself a
right
fool or
to
not?
call him out
You're allowed to know
for
that.
his values
Good job I got
and
that
his
voice.
beliefs.
This Bible teach you to call yourself a fool. Am I right or wrong?
He doesn't
No.
need oil.
Paul said, I have become a fool and I am proud. Is
What
he
he
wrong?
said was,
Is Paul wrong when he
no,
said,
Paul,
proud fool?
your interpretation of Paul
Yeah.
is wrong.
Is he
Paul
fool
is
or not?
talking about the fact
Actually,
that he has placed
Yeah.
his own life
Yeah.
at the full expense of the kingdom of God,
Yeah.
which to those who are perishing in the world appears as foolishness.
So can we call
That
you
is what
fool
he is
or not?
addressing.
Are you proud?
I do not
Fool or
care
not?
what you
You
call
should be
me.
proud if we call you fool.
I do not care what you call me.
Proud if I call you
But
fool.
what I'm clear about
Yeah.
is that I'm not
Yeah.
willing
Tell me
to be
now,
the dhimmi
according to the
that
Bible.
you want me to be.
Sam Paul told you to be Jesus or not?
According to the Quran,
told you to be
according to the
Jesus or
Quran,
Yeah.
this man is
Paul
called to make me subjugated
Should you be Jesus
to
or
his
not?
law,
This book
to
teach
make
you.
me humiliated
Yeah.
before his law.
Paul told you
I
to surrender or
refuse.
not?
That's what
I
he does.
refuse.
You refuse Sam Paul.
He refuses
I
to be
refuse
protected by
to
the
be
law.
your dhimmi.
Sam Paul
I
told you to be
refuse to be
Jesus
your
or not?
dhimmi.
Sam Paul said,
I refuse to
surrender
be your
to the
dhimmi.
dominating authority.
I refuse to be
Is
your
this Sam Paul
dhimmi.
here or not? Did
Bro,
he tell you to surrender or not?
even though,
That Paul said to
even
surrender or not?
even though,
It's on
one,
the
Tell me Paul is wrong or
three.
not?
You know something?
Do you see? Do you see? Do you see?
Yes, Boki.
No, it's
not
in
teaching.
terms of us.
Sample
Get it right.
surrender to
He
domination.
doesn't know the Greek.
Yes
He
or
doesn't
no?
know the Greek.
Sample
He doesn't know the Greek. What?
Sample said, give the tax to those you should pay the
Doesn't mean he
tax.
turned the other cheek
Did he say
either.
yes or no?
Yes.
But he turned the other cheek.
What is the tax as a time in time of pool? Isn't it the jizya or not?
No.
What tax was to be paid?
Did you hear that?
Answer.
He just said, was the tax paid at the time of the poll?
Yes.
The jizya?
The Roman-
No.
What was?
The Romans had no concept
Yeah,
of
they had
jizya.
tax.
They had taxes, but they were not
Payroll in
jizya.
time of the Romans.
The jizya tax
They had a
is
payroll.
the equivalent of
And
a
NHS.
protection racket
Oh,
that
protection.
Christians have to pay
It's a tax for protection.
so that their life
This is the
and their
jizya.
property
Tax for
is
protection.
not going to be taken from them and their families
You are to
by
pay
the
tax
Islamic
protection
State.
Now.
It is a means of humiliating
All right.
the Christians.
All right. You
And
accept
1400 years
for protection.
of our own
Okay or
history
not?
testifies to this fact.
You are to pay the
This
tax
is
for
how
protection.
they
Answer
treat
yes
us
or no.
in Andalusia. When the
What is the tax
Christians
for
went
protection?
to pay the jizya
Tax
in
for
Spain,
protection.
they would go to the
Yeah.
place where the tax
Sample
was
said to
due,
pay jizya.
and they would be
You denounce the
roughly
Bible, you
handled
accept the Bible.
by the Muslims
Yeah.
in the payment
You
of the
reject
tax,
the Bible or not?
because the Muslims of Spain understood that the paying of the jizya tax was to humiliate
It's for
and
protection.
subdue the Christians.
In Andalusia,
And he
the Prime
is an
Minister was a
apologist
Jew.
for
In
this
Andalusia,
system of laws.
the Prime Minister
And
was a
she
Jew.
is an
This
apologist
man does not know
for
what he's
this
talking about.
system of laws.
Paul, let
And
me
he
educate you.
is an
Let me
apologist
educate you. Don't
for
know.
this system of laws.
Prime Minister
This is
was
what
a
they
Jew
want
or
to
not?
do to Christians.
The golden time for
And
the
I say
Jews
no.
was in Andalusia.
I say that
Where
Jesus
he paid
said,
the jizya,
give to
they
Caesar
call
what
it
belongs
the
to
golden
Caesar,
time for the Jews
and to God
in
what
Andalusia.
belongs to
And
God.
Prime Minister was a Jew who paid
The
jizya.
Psalms say
You don't know what you're talking about.
that the world is the Lord and everything upon it.
He refused.
That
civilized
means
discussion. He
nothing
wanted to be like a
belongs to
donkey.
Caesar
Keep shouting.
and nothing
And the Bible
belongs
says
to the
man is
Caliph.
born like a
It
donkey.
belongs to
Your
God.
Bible says you're born like a donkey. The Bible says you're born like a donkey. Am I right or wrong?
No.
Yes.
No,
You
it-
see it.
Do you see the kind of misreadings? Please bring it out.
Yes.
The Quran
Orthodox
says
Bible.
the sun sets in a
Orthodox
puddle of
Bible.
mud.
Do you denounce Orthodox?
That's what the Quran
Do
says.
you denounce
The Quran
Orthodox?
says
No.
that.
Do you denounce Orthodox Bible?
But here's what the Quran
No,
says
answer,
about
answer.
Christians.
The Orthodox
It says
Bible
they are like cattle,
says
like
you are
they
like a
are
donkey.
cows.
You want to see it in the Orthodox Bible that you are like a donkey?
I want to see where
Yeah.
it says that a Christian is like a donkey. Yeah, show me that. Show me where it says Christians are like donkeys.
Right.
Do you support the Crusaders?
Christians are like donkeys.
Ask him, does he support the Crusaders? Because God believes turn the
Yes,
other cheek,
they
he
carry
doesn't.
the book, they carry
Bob,
another
answer,
book.
answer.
Do you
I
support
believe in
jihadis?
turning
Do
the
you
other
support
cheek.
jihadis?
No.
Okay, so that's...
What do you mean by jihadi?
Yeah, I'm asking, do you support
Job
jihadis?
11:12.
No, but
Sorry?
he supports the Crusaders.
Job
So you do
11:12.
support jihadis?
He didn't say that.
I
Am I
asked you.
speaking Chinese?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
What jihad
Job
you talking about?
11:12.
How
Go on.
many type of jihadis?
I don't know. This is
Show me.
this is not Orthodox Bible. Open Job 11:12.
This is
Oh, so you
This is a new international
Different canon,
Bible. It
different
might not
canon.
have it. But the Orthodox Bible in Job 11:12.
Well, show it to me then.
Yeah.
Show it.
so
He's getting the evidence. We've got to see it.
you give him flowers. Fighting you, you don't do nothing. No, Jesus.
Where does it say Christians are born as donkeys?
Man, aren't you a man?
Ah!
Aren't you a
So
man?
it's talking about you as well.
I don't
Well
believe
done,
in the Bible.
Nassini.
I
Well
don't
done.
believe in the Bible.
Well done,
Who
Nassini.
says I follow the Bible? It's you who follows
Well
the
done,
Bible.
Nassini.
And it teaches the man is born like a donkey.
So-
do you believe this?
So,
do you believe this?
let's read it in context. Let's see what it's saying.
It speaks about
When
the
my
demons.
enemies come and
Let's see what it's saying.
Read for us, please.
Yeah, let's see what it's saying.
Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you.
Let's go to the chapter.
On the day of judgment.
Here you go, front view.
I want to see the
Behind the
chapter.
camera, say loud.
Read loud.
No, we're going to see.
Read loud. Your Bible says you are a donkey. I'm sorry.
no,
Give me my
no.
phone. You're not reading.
I'm going to read
You're gonna
it
read
in
it out.
context. I want to read
It
it in context.
says you are a donkey.
It says in the Quran the sun sets in a puddle of mud. That's what it
What was
says.
the verse?
That's what
Give
it
us the verse.
says.
Have the Quran.
Yeah, I'll show you.
But
Notice.
you accept you are a donkey.
No. What I accept is that this is a classic misuse
No.
of the
Your
text by the
Bible,
Dawah
Job
team.
11:12, it says you are a donkey.
What does it say in
And it says you
context?
are a foolish.
What does it say
Right,
in
what
context?
else? You're a
What
donkey.
does it
You
say in
are a
context?
fool. My friend,
What does
you
it say in
better stop
context?
believing in this
He's
book.
quoting. Okay.
It dehumiliates
Since
you.
the book of Job is in this Bible. The book of Job is
Everything
in
you
this
don't like,
Bible.
your Bible teaches you to do
What's
it.
the
What I'm going to
reference?
do for you?
What's the reference? Let's look it up. The book of Job is in here.
What I'm going to do
The
for
book
you?
of Job is
Your
in
Bible
there.
humiliates you.
The
You are
book of
fool.
Job is
You
in
are a
here.
donkey. You are to
What's
be
the
the Jesus.
reference? What's the reference?
Hey, whatever. Under
Did you
any
hear that?
context.
He said I had to pay the jizya.
Yes.
This supremacist wants to impose this tax upon me.
Yeah.
I have to pay the jizya.
Protection.
Thank you. Thank you. Protection from the Islamic State that wants to oppress me. Thank you.
You don't
Thank you for proving the point.
Nonsense.
So,
Count it.
let's go.
You
Job,
know your
Job,
own
what's the
belief.
verse? What's the reference? What's the
What's the
reference?
reference?
What's the reference
About
in
the
Job?
donkey.
About the donkey.
11:12.
11:12.
Mr. Bible.
Yep.
follower.
Let's go to it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of the donkey.
Hey, say I'm donkey.
So, for those of you,
Don't become a
for
Christian.
those of you
You are not a
that
donkey.
can listen,
You are a human with
unlike this
dignity.
guy,
Allah wants
unlike
you
this
to be a
guy.
man of dignity, not a donkey.
the book of Job
Want you to be a
is what is
donkey.
part of called wisdom
Yeah,
literature.
wisdom. You are a
It
donkey.
uses,
The wisdom teach you are a donkey.
this
What
literature
wisdom that I am a
to
donkey and you are a
speak
donkey?
about,
really a
about
donkey?
the providence of God.
Read
So,
for us.
It
Read.
has a dialogue,
A dialogue.
between Job and his
We do not
friends.
need your
So we're going to
explanation.
read
Yes, the Bible
a few
speaks.
verses before and a few verses
Yeah,
after.
you cannot run
11,
away.
12.
Read.
Okay, listen carefully.
Yeah.
So let's capture
Yeah.
it. Then Sophar and Naamathite answered,
Go to the verse, please.
shall a multitude of words go unanswered, and a talkative man be acquitted? Shall your boast silence men, and shall you scoff, and none rebuke? For you have said, my teaching is pure, and I am innocent in your eyes. But would that God might speak and open his lips against you, and show you the secrets of wisdom. For sound wisdom has two sides. Know then that God forgets a part of your iniquity. Can God discover the depths of God? Can you discover the depths of God? Can
11,
you
please.
discover the limits of the Almighty? They are high as the heavens. What can you do? Deeper than Sheol. What can you know? Its measure is longer than the earth, or calls an assembly. Who can restrain him? For he knows false men, and he sees iniquity without investigating. An idiot will become intelligent when the foal of a wild donkey is born a man. So the point that this brother was misquoting is the fact that the characters in the book of Job are stating that a man who believes that he can penetrate the mystery and the depth of God and the mysteries of God
It says,
as a fool, and only such a fool would become intelligent when a donkey is born of a man.
Wild
In other
ass,
words,
wild
since
ass.
no donkey will be born of a man, no man can fully understand God.
I am
You,
reading-
sir, have been corrected in toto.
Corrected what?
King.
What?
Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord.
Praise the Lord.
What's your next verse? Let's go to the Quran. Let's go to the Quran. The Quran time. Quran time.
Be born like a wild ass.
He didn't listen.
Right?
Quran
I'm
time.
gonna listen.
Quran time.
Quran time.
So,
Does it say you're
let's get
born
the
like a
Quran.
donkey or not? Yes or no?
No, it doesn't.
So what it says?
It doesn't.
Man born like
It
what?
compares.
Who's born like a donkey?
You didn't listen, did you?
Can you
It
answer me?
says
Who's born like a
an
donkey?
intelligent man, a fool will become an intelligent man
Man is born like.
when a man is born of a donkey.
No, it doesn't
You
say
didn't
born of a
listen.
donkey. King James.
So-
Which Bible have you reading from?
I was reading from the NASB.
Anyways.
Anyways,
I'm done.
anyways,
I'm done.
he's beaten.
I'm
Thank
done.
you.
No, I'm not
Topic
beaten.
closed.
I'm not
Let's
accepting
move-
approval.
let's move into the
There's no
Quran.
point. You're a
Let's
donkey.
move into
You're
the
a fool
Quran.
and brown.
Surah 18, Ayah 86. We've done one verse in the Bible. It's only fair now we do an ayah in the Quran.
Witness people, I have
Surah
given this
18,
man full chance to read all what he
86.
want to read. Say
Surah
what he want to
18,
say.
86.
Let's see
Now he
if he's gonna
says
give us
he
the
gave
same
me a
right.
full chance to say
Yes.
what I want to
Yes.
say.
Haven't
But
done.
as I recall,
Have you read all what
when
you
I
want?
was speaking, he didn't shut up
I'll
once.
let you read or
He
not.
didn't shut up once.
I'll let you read.
Did you hear that? Surah 18. Surah
Have
18.
I let you read or not?
86.
I have
Surah
not
18,
proven it.
86.
It isn't written here. You're
And
born
then
like
all
a
you
donkey.
did is continue talking.
Wild ass.
So,
In fact.
let us be fair.
Is it difference?
We'll
Wild
read
ass
from
and
a
donkey.
few
Can you please
verses
tell us?
above. I'm going to read from the parikati that has been divided by the Muslim scholar, not by me. So I'm reading
Yeah.
from section 11, where section 11 is announced by the translator. I'm going to begin from there. Okay? They asked thee concerning Dul al-Qarnayn. Say, I will rehearse to you something of his story. Verily we established his power on earth, and we gave him the ways and the means to all ends.
All right.
One such way he followed, until when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it set in a spring of murky water.
Who found it?
Near it he found
found
a
it?
people. We said, O Dul Qarnayn,
Yeah.
either to punish them or to treat them with kindness.
Yeah.
The Quran is saying that the sun was found
The
to
Quran-
be
according-
setting
who
in a
saw it?
spring of murky
Can I have the book now?
water.
I'm gonna read. Wait, let me have my reply. I have let you have your reply. Can I have my reply?
Yes, of
Can
course.
I have my reply?
Yes,
Can I have my
yes.
book?
No, this is my book. It's not your book. Yes, it's
So
my
I'm gonna
book.
read in it.
Yeah, I'll hold it for
I
you.
gave you my phone to read
I
from
will
or
hold
not?
it for you.
Did I give you my phone to
I
read
don't
from
care
or
if
not?
you gave me your phone.
Aren't you?
There
Aren't
you
you?
go.
Aren't you able to be like me even?
I am,
Just to let me read.
I am placing myself
I give
as
you
your
my own
servant,
phone on my hand.
and I am holding the book
I
for
let you have my phone.
so that you don't risk a paper
I let
cut
you have
to your
my phone
delicate
or not.
fingers.
I let you have
Now,
my phone.
I'm
or
holding
not?
it.
Right.
I'm holding it for you.
Okay. Simple.
Read it.
Until he reached the setting of the sun.
Yes.
He found it
Yes.
set. What does it mean he found it set?
It means he found it set.
Yes.
As in, that's where it went down.
Right.
That's what it
Thank
went
you
down.
very much. Do you find the sunset in the sea or not?
What does it say?
Answer me.
In.
Answer me.
In.
Do you
He
find
found
the
it
sunset?
set in
I asked you a
a spring
question,
of
you need
murky
to answer
water.
now.
What?
Do you find the sunset in the ocean or not?
No, of course not.
Yes. It seemed to you.
No,
when
it doesn't
goes
seem to me.
under,
No, it
that
doesn't
has been
seem to
hitting
me.
you.
I'm
Listen.
more intelligent than
It is
Muhammad.
about the
It
vision.
does not seem to me
Sir.
that the sun sets in a spring of murky water.
When you see the sun setting by the sea, while you are standing by the sea, you see the sun sitting hiding behind this view, behind the sea in front. This is the description. Right? Otherwise,
That's not what it
the
says.
Quran speaks about the sun being
That's
granite.
not what it
Do you
says.
mind I speak? Do you mind I speak?
Hey, practice what you preach.
Quran is
Practice
saying-
what you preach. My
This is
God.
joking now. The
Practice what you preach.
The clown now is appearing.
Now,
The Quran,
the
I want
clown,
to say
the
one
donkey,
thing. Give me half
the
a second.
stupid,
Yes, you are. No, wait. The Quran is saying about the sun.
tafsir is something
Ya
that the
akhi,
Dawah
la, la.
team use and don't use whenever it suits them. When a tafsir talks about flying carpets in the Quran, Shamsi says the tafsir is not believable.
Bob,
say that.
let me talk. Does the Quran says the sun is constantly running in an orbit or not?
No, I don't believe it does.
If I show you,
No, wait, yes, it talks about it taking.
here we go.
Yes.
How it can
A course,
be sitting
a course
in murky
that
water
ends in
and at the
a
same
puddle of
time,
murky
Do you
water.
mind? Now,
That's what it
Bob
says.
is exposed.
Not really.
He agrees.
The Quran is
says about
exposed.
that. He saw it.
So-
he saw it sitting. But the Quran about the sun, factually speaking, Quran says the sun constantly running in an orbit 9 nights.
What it says is that. Oh, he's running away! He's running away! Thank you!
Nobody
Thank you!
to speak to
Thank
a
you.
donkey.
Oh, there we go!
Yeah.
This is his supremacist ideology right here.
Your Bible says
He
you're
wants
born
to
like a donkey.
abuse. He abuses
Yeah, yeah.
Christians because he believes he is
I'm
superior
not
to
abusing
Christians.
Christians. Only
So-
you. I have
Surah
both Christian
18.
friends. This man is
Surah
a liar.
18:86.
He says I abuse Christians.
There is a
How
hadith.
you can conclude?
There is a hadith.
Don't you know?
There is a
I'm
hadith
friendly
in
with
which
many
Muhammad-
Christian people I know.
Right, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
He agreed. The Quran speaks
This is a
about
hadith.
sun being running in
Notice he
orbit.
doesn't want to listen.
About this.
Notice
have been
he does not want to
You
listen.
have agreed the Quran
So,
saying the sun
for
have an
those of
orbit.
you that want to
What does it
listen,
mean to be running in
because
an orbit?
the Quran should not be interpreted
Okay, you want to expose
by him or me.
Bob,
It should be interpreted by Muhammad. And Muhammad's example is caught in the hadith. So let's see how the hadith interpret this ayah.
Bob, before I go,
Narrated
Do you
by
mind?
Abu
do
Dar.
you mind before I
Do you
go?
want to hear the hadith? Speak up because he can't hear
I
you.
do not have.
Do you want to hear the hadith?
I do not have.
Do you want to hear the
We have
hadith?
exposed you on the sun.
Okay.
question. Why you want to change the
Narrated
topic?
by Abu Dar.
No, let's talk
The
about the
Prophet
sun
asked
question.
me
Was you
at
wrong?
sunset,
Was you wrong about the sun?
do you know
Yeah.
where the sun goes at the time of sunset? I, meaning Muhammad, replied, Allah and his apostle know better. I don't know why Muhammad is speaking of himself in the third
We don't need your
person.
explanation. Just read the hadith.
So,
If you want us to speak to you,
He
be
said-
respectful.
it
You are not
goes,
allowed to
i.e.
disrespect
travels.
Muhammad.
till
only be
it
disrespectful to the
prostrates
Prophet.
itself
We are not
underneath
gonna
the
continue.
throne
Do you
and
mind, sir?
takes
Do you mind?
the
Please don't
permission to rise again. And it is permitted. And then a time will come when it will be about to prostrate itself, but its prostration will not be accepted, and it will be asked permission to go on its course, but it will not be permitted, but it will be ordered to return whence it comes, so it will rise in the west. Abu Dar said, this is another hadith, I was sitting behind the apostle of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was
You are asking me
setting,
right now, isn't it?
and he asked,
Is this question for
do
me?
you know
Is this for
where
me?
this sets, meaning the sun?
Is this for me?
I, meaning Muhammad, replied, Allah and his apostles know best. He said, it sets in a spring of warm water. That's what the hadith says. That's what the ayah of the Quran should be interpreted by. You have been exposed
I have not
for the
spoken.
ignorant man you are,
I have not
as
answered
well as a
anything.
man lacking any etiquette at all.
Have I answered
It's a
anything?
physical place where people
How you can
sitting
make a
around,
conclusion?
which doesn't make sense.
You are having conversation together, it seems.
Well, because there's no point having a conversation with you.
So why you say I'm
You
running
never
away?
stop talking.
If I move away,
You never stop
if
talking.
I move away, he say I'm running away.
So reply
And
to
if
the
I
hadith.
come back for him,
with him,
he
deal with
say
him, brother.
I don't
Reply
want
to
to
the
have
hadith.
conversation with you. No, question. Do you
Reply
want
to the hadith.
Do you want to have conversation with me or
Reply
not?
to the hadith.
Before anything,
I'll let you reply.
No, don't you let me. If I move away, you're going to say I'm running away.
You are running.
If I come back, you say I don't want to speak with you.
I hear a lot of noise, but not an answer.
Which one you want? You want to speak?
I want
or
you to
me move
address
away?
how Muhammad understood the
Are
verse
you
of the
asking me
Quran.
the question?
Yes, I've just asked you.
Are you going to let me answer fully
Of
without
course
any
I am.
disturbance?
If you could actually stop waffling and get on with
I'm
it.
not waffling. Previously, he agreed he was wrong when he said the Quran teaches that the sun set in murky water. He agreed that the Quran says the sun is running in its
Sorry.
Do you mind?
I didn't know. Just
Do you
don't
mind?
misrepresent
Let
me.
me finish.
I did not agree that I was wrong that the Quran set in a pool of murky water.
Yeah, no.
I
He
did agree.
saw it.
I did agree.
What does
I
it mean
did.
he saw it?
He saw it.
All right.
Setting in a spring
He
of
saw
murky
it.
water.
Does the Quran in another place?
Not above, not
Right.
over, not far from.
Right.
In.
Good.
In.
Good.
Learn your
We are making
prepositions.
progress now.
We are in Hyde Park.
Calm down.
Speaker's
Calm
Corner.
down.
We are not
Now.
adjacent to, far from, over, distant
Let's
to.
analyze.
We're in the park.
Let's analyze.
Setting sun
All right.
in a spring murky of
We
water.
heard you.
Learn
We
your
heard-
prepositions.
We heard you. We heard you. But the sun said about the sun, speaking factually, the sun is running in its orbit constantly. Is this mentioned in the Quran or not?
Show me where it says constantly.
Yes.
Let's see that.
Fact check, fact check.
Because the hadith that was used,
Yeah.
the hadith
We
that
have
was
to go-
used also spoke
Let's get the
about the
verse.
sun following a course.
All right.
So I have
Now-
no problem.
Now he's
But the course
Yeah.
includes
So,
setting
you
in
cannot
to a
say-
spring of murky water.
He saw it.
Setting in.
If he
Why do you
saw it-
always miss that bit
Right,
out?
Yes, fine. I saw the
So
sun.
let's see
I saw
the
the
ayah,
sun
please.
setting in the sea.
The ayah, please.
Now, do you see the sun hiding
Show,
behind?
I
the
have
sea
never
or not?
seen or ever have I said that the sun sets in the sea.
No,
I am
have seen
smarter than
many
Muhammad.
people saw
I'm
it.
sorry.
And the vision, seeing the thing happening.
No
Talk about
one
the vision.
sees the
Do
sun
you
setting in
understand
the
or you're a
sea.
fool?
No one sees it.
Right.
Alright.
So the ayah and the surah.
I'll
please.
give you, sir. 1 second. Chapter 36,
36.
please.
Yep. Ayah
40.
40.
Thank you.
Fact check.
And the sun set.
Yes, give him a chance. Give him
Okay.
a chance. Give him
He
a chance.
saw it.
Let's give him a chance.
If I see the sun setting in a place,
Aye.
I'm saying what I have seen. It does not say the sun goes there.
And it's not
Here
Allah
is what the
subhanahu wa ta'ala
sun
talking
is
there.
about. Read out. Quran 40, verse.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
He's really in
36.
trouble, guys. He
Read,
doesn't
please.
know what he's just let
Read,
himself in
please, out.
for.
Can you just read?
So,
36, 40.
He's in trouble.
Roasting now.
Now, because he insists
Why you are
that
not
we read,
reading? Just read, please.
I don't need to obey you. I'm not your dimmy. He wants to
Why
walk
should
away.
I speak to
He
this
wants
man?
to walk away.
If I give him a verse
So,
and tell him please
I'm
read,
going to
he
read
does
it.
not want to read it.
But let's read it
What should
all.
I do for him?
Because he just dug himself a ditch and he doesn't even
Why he
know.
cannot just
read
read?
it,
Are you listening?
Can he read?
Listen carefully.
36,
Listen.
40.
Because he's made his problems worse.
Alright.
Can you just read, please?
Right, listen.
Give us your
38
comments.
to 40, including 39.
Read number 40, please.
We're going to read 38
I
to
need you
40.
to read 40 first. After this, do
I
whatever
am
you
not
want to
your
do.
dimmy. I don't do what
Here
you
you
say.
go. Bob the Builder
And the
cannot
sun
read the verse and tell him
runs
to
his
read.
course for a period determined for him. That is the decree of the exalted in might, the all-knowing. And the moon, we have measured for it mansions till she returns like the old lower part of a date stalk. It is not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon, nor can the night outstrip the day. Each swims along in orbit.
Thank you.
Now,
Here you go.
now,
Continue. Tell me what you want to say about this.
They didn't
So,
even know that they had
one.
that
Here is a
back then.
Christian.
one.
Hey, he made a good point, brother.
It's in-
They didn't know back then.
It's
that
in
they
the
had-
Bible.
But they didn't
It says the sun and
Does
the
it
moon
run in
that
the
you have
orbit?
laid in their courses.
Does the sun
we have the same thing in the Bible.
say here the
There's
sun
nothing amazing
running in
about it.
orbit or not?
Anyone on earth can see the sun in an orbit.
Yeah.
Aristotle
Does it-
talked about the orbit
He
of
is
the
not
planet
answering.
and
What
the
more
sun.
I can do for him?
You are ignorant
You are running
again.
away, talking
Ignorant
to side.
again.
I am the one conversation
So-
with you. Does
so-
it run in an orbit or not?
I've never denied that it did.
Here you go.
Never denied.
Previous verse.
I never
He
built my
shows the sun.
setting
is your
in a
problem.
puddle of mud.
All right.
Does the Bible say that the
Yes.
universe
If you see the sun
is expanding?
setting
Yes.
in the
Does the
ocean,
Bible say that?
or
Where does it
sea,
say
you
continuously?
are seeing it. But when the Quran spoke factually,
Your word, you
Do you
said,
mind? Do you mind? Do you
you
mind?
said,
Let me finish.
you said, it runs
we want to have a
continuously.
conversation.
Where's the
man.
word continuous
I
here?
love the conversation. Running.
Running, where does it say continuously?
What is the tense used here? Which tense? Which tense? Because you are not
You're not
Arab.
reading the Arabic.
What is the tense here?
Swims,
In
along,
Present.
in its orbit,
Present.
swims.
What does present tense? What does it mean?
Yes, it means it's an action that you're doing.
Continuous.
It is a continuous action.
Thank you.
But it doesn't imply continuous.
It is
Can you,
continuous
if
action.
I say he swims, does that mean he's always swimming? No, exactly. You don't know your tenses. Thank you very
Where the
much.
Quran says the sun have stopped.
So-
wait. Where the Quran says the sun have stopped.
The surah.
To negate, it's
So,
not present all the
Let's
time.
be clear.
No, answer
The
me.
ayah.
Just answer me.
I am going to answer you if
Yeah.
you could shut up.
Just answer.
Can you shut up?
Give me the verse.
Can you shut up?
If you give me the verse.
Can you be shut up?
If you give me the
The
verse.
ayah that I quoted does not imply that the sun stops orbiting. It simply says
Thank you.
that it
So
sets
why you making the argument?
into a spring of murky
Why are
water.
bringing the argument?
So his
If you-
argument
if you
does
believe-
not justify his text. But let's be
Are you
clear.
self-contradictory now?
Let's be clear.
Are you self-contradictory?
This ayah states something that is illogical.
Illogical how?
Illogical.
How?
It says it
Yeah.
is not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon.
Yes.
Nor can the night outstrip the day.
Yes.
For those
Is it
of
day
you,
now or night for us?
for those
it
of
day or
you
night now?
that have studied astronomy,
He cannot stop this
moon,
man from making
the moon,
falsifications.
the moon, the sun does not orbit the moon. The moon orbits the
I need
earth.
to go.
The earth
Make your point.
orbits the
Please,
sun.
I need to go.
The astronomy described in the Quran is in error. It implies something that is false.
Bob, let's please make one.
Oh, I'm reading the English.
I need to go.
Can
Be
you read
respectful.
Arabic?
No.
Oh, so she's reading the English
This
too.
man-
But she's reading
Bob,
the
everyone
English
seeing you.
and I'm wrong.
Everyone is
I'm
seeing you.
reading the English,
Sister, I need
but
to
I'm
go.
not right. So how can a non-Arabic speaker tell me I'm wrong?
Are you in conversation with her or
This
me?
is the logic.
Are
With
you
both of you.
No, I'm not. I
With
have
both
not
of
agreed.
you.
I have not agreed. You have conversation.
I am not your dhimmi. I don't do what you say.
I'm going to move and let you have
Of
a conversation.
course you're
with
going
her.
to run away.
If you want me to stand here,
Carry
speak
on.
with me only.
I don't need to do what you
I have
say.
to go.
I don't need to do.
No, if you want to
Notice
speak with me-
the supremacist
Yes,
logic
yes,
of my
Every
interlocutor.
time you are
I have
run away.
to do what he says. And because I
Every time you are
refuse, he's
cornered,
walking
run
away.
away to the lady.
I am running away. I am running away. But who's walking away?
Because you're not
Who's
answering.
walking away?
You want me to stand.
So, tell
and you're
me.
not engaging me. Why should I stand? Am I fool like you?
Tell me.
Why should I stand?
Tell me.
If you want to speak to the lady and not me, why should I stand? Can you explain to me?
Tell me. You said that
Why
the
should
night.
I stand?
I'm going to prove you
if
wrong.
you are talking to the lady
I'm
and not
going
me?
to prove you wrong. He said that the night cannot outstrip the day. So tell me, what is an
Are you a
eclipse?
troll?
What
Are you
is an
troll or not?
eclipse?
Are you trolling me now?
Right, the
Are you
Quran
trolling me
says.
now?
Tell me.
Why?
It says that night cannot outstrip the day.
Just want to do it.
Tell me, what is an eclipse?
If I'm going to answer you,
Answer the
and you
question.
start talking to the lady on the side,
Yeah, I'm asking you
why should
now.
I talk to you?
Answer me now.
Do you?
Says in the
Do
Quran.
you stand
Says in
to
the
listen
Quran.
to the end?
Nor can night
Okay.
outstrip the
Yes,
day
yes.
because it is not permitted.
You're
Notice,
asking, you want an
it
answer.
is not permitted
Yes.
for the sun to catch the moon or the moon to catch up to the sun. So tell me, what the hell is an eclipse if it is not the moon stopping the sun? Answer the question.
I'm going to answer you.
Yes, please.
But you're not going to speak to anyone aside.
I want you to answer the question.
No, if you...
I am
gonna
not your dimmy.
get-
I don't do
so
what you say.
why should I answer you?
I don't think you
Every
can.
time I open my mouth to answer,
Are you going to answer the
he
question?
immediately starts
Do you want to hear the
conversation
answer
aside.
to the question?
No, it's not fair.
Answer the question.
This is your sheep here.
Oh, he's insulting you now.
Yes.
He's not happy just to insult me
Aren't
as a
they the sheep?
donkey.
Yes.
Every one of you
You're both calling
who
you
said
sheep.
yes
What's wrong with this?
are a sheep now to him.
Is the Bible?
This is his
Does the
supremacist
Bible call you
logic.
sheep or not?
So,
Does Jesus call you a sheep or
answer
not?
my question.
Jesus call you a sheep or not?
Answer the question.
Then
Do you want to hear him answer
Yes.
my question? Yes or no? So, the Quran says that the night cannot outstrip the day. Explain to me what is an eclipse.
No point answering him. Every time I try to answer, he starts talking.
You're not answering my question.
Why should I answer you?
See?
Why are you not listening?
Answer the question now.
What is the point?
I'm going to not
to
talk
answer
for 3 minutes
someone who does
because
not
he's going to
respect
answer my
answer
question.
to let me
I'm going to be
speak.
silent now.
No, I'm not
Answer
gonna
my question.
Unless you say you're gonna listen to the end, I'm not gonna answer.
He will, he will.
No, he has to say it.
Bob, just say you will, come on.
Yeah, come on. He can't. He cannot stand the truth. He has to divert.
Naomi, help him.
So I have to go away because every time I'm gonna answer, he will start. Wah, wah, wah. You cannot be civilized. You are an idiot. You are a fool. You are a donkey.
And by the way, you're all sheep. He's running away. He's running away.
I'm not running away.
I'll ask you again. The
When
Quran
you are ready
states,
to let me
the
talk,
Quran
I will
says,
answer.
no can night
Yeah.
outstrip the day. Why? Because it is not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon, nor the night outstrip the day.
Can I answer without being
Swims
disturbed?
along in its own orbit.
Thank you.
So what is an eclipse
So-
if not the moon
Yeah.
blocking
Have you
the
read the
light
entire Quran?
of day?
Have you read the entire Quran?
I'm waiting for your answer.
Now answer me. Does the Quran talk about eclipse or not?
I'm waiting for your answer.
Does the Quran talk about eclipse or not?
I'm waiting for your answer.
You are saying the Quran says eclipse does not happen.
I haven't said that.
The Quran is saying both things happen.
I haven't. So
Bob,
we got a contradiction
Bob,
in the
Bob,
Quran.
Bob.
then.
It's no contradiction.
It is a contradiction.
The sun, I'm going to answer without being disturbed.
Well, get on with it.
I'm going to answer now without
Get
being
on with it
disturbed.
then. I know you think you're scary,
I'm not.
but I promise you, you're not. So
I'm
answer
not
the
scaring
question.
you. You're scared.
You
You're
really
a
do
sheep.
not.
What can I do for you?
Nobody scares
You are
me, brother.
scared, but
My
I'm
fear is
not
to God
intending to
alone,
scare you.
not to anyone
You
else.
should be courageous.
I will ask you
have
again.
the Holy Ghost in you. Why
The
are you scared
Quran
from me?
states that night
Yeah.
cannot outstrip the day. And then he said, do you remember? He said, is it not night time now? That's what he said. So what he's saying is, night and day do not happen at the same time.
Can I
That's
answer?
what he said.
Can I answer without
I-
being disturbed?
So,
simple question.
answer the question.
Simple question.
Go on, answer my question.
Can I answer without being disturbed?
Carry on.
No. He not to say it. Can I answer
Do you
without
notice
being
he's
disturbed?
delayed? Do you actually want him to answer the question?
Every time I attempt to answer this idiot,
You guys
he
gotta
disturbed
speak up.
me. This idiot, every time I want to answer, he disturbs me. I'm not going to answer. You want an answer? You're
I'm
going to
funny.
respect.
I think I've asked him several
I
times
know
for an
me to answer
answer,
without being
but he's
disturbed.
still unsure.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not-
still unsure.
I'm
Maybe
not.
there's a language
If you
problem.
move away, I'm going to forget
I will.
answer for the
I will
comment.
begin again.
Yeah.
What is your answer?
Once I
The
start to
Quran
speak,
states.
you're
The
shouting.
Quran
will
states
start.
that
This is a problem.
nor can the night outstrip the day.
I need answer without being disturbed. Do you give me this? Yes or no? You give me this.
I'm waiting.
No, you have to say. Or
He's
whatever.
putting off answering the question. I am going to time myself.
Any human
I am not
being-
going to speak for 3 minutes.
Bob,
I want him to
you
answer the
are
question.
an idiot. Because you ask somebody a question
And you're all
and you
sheep.
do not allow them to answer it. This is the action of an idiot only. I would like to answer you.
Before Christmas.
And I'm asking you,
Yeah, before Christmas, please.
Please,
Before Christmas.
allow me to answer without being disturbed.
Carry on.
Is this much?
Carry on.
Is this much to ask?
Right.
Be civilized and allow me to answer
3
without
minutes,
being disturbed.
guys.
No. Whatever. You can wait until New Year and Christmas, whatever you want to wait. I don't care. You are an idiot. If you are not an idiot, you are not going to disturb me. Let's stand there.
You keep repeating yourself.
Because I tried to answer many times.
He said, can you give your answer? And he's still waiting for your
The
answer and you're
moment
not
I
giving
start
it.
to answer,
Oh, Naomi,
he shouts
tell
at
him.
me.
Tell him, Naomi.
Yeah. This fool.
And you keep saying,
I
is that a
couldn't
Christian?
buy
Is that a
this.
Christian
He
way?
can fool me.
Is that a Christian way? A Muslim way of behaving?
This is
Keep
the
saying,
love
using
he's
words
calling
like
people to.
fool and stuff like this.
His
Tell
Bible
him,
calls
Naomi.
him fool.
Is that your
Yes,
love
I'm
of
nice.
God or your
Now,
love
this
of?
book, madam, if you read in it, it says, St. Paul says, I have become fool and I'm blind.
Yeah, now you're talking to me. Can you answer Bob, please?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Unless you agree not to disturb.
He's standing there silent. He hasn't interrupted you. You're talking to me,
Once
and he's
I
waited
talk,
there still for
once
like
I
6
speak,
minutes.
Once I speak, he will do. Once I speak, he will do.
Yeah, he's quite good at talking. Maybe he needs to learn
We're not
to
gonna
listen. So
get
can you
this
just
one, actually.
answer and then he'll hopefully stay quiet
No,
for
no.
the time he allows?
No, no.
Because he does have a
I
good way.
tried many times, it didn't work.
He does have a good way of
I
talking, and
tried-
sometimes
I
he might
tried-
interrupt.
I
But
tried
can you
many
just
times.
answer the question?
I tried many times, it didn't work. So what should I do?
Bro, stop being a kid.
Yeah, think over, you're going to answer him, answer him.
You're answering
You are a
all of
Muslim,
us,
aren't you?
not him.
Are you a Muslim?
It doesn't matter what I am. I just
Who
want
are
to hear
you?
your
Why
argument.
should I
Doesn't
answer
matter
him?
what I
Why
am.
should I answer him?
Notice
Why
how he
should
thinks
I?
you have to answer his question.
It's
Do what he
ridiculous.
tells
Why,
you.
why should I answer him?
That's his supremacy.
Why should I answer him?
Imperialism. We don't
Why
like
should?
it.
Why should I?
We don't like imperialism.
Yeah, I am.
No Sharia law.
And using words like sheep and donkey, that's not very mature, is it?
It's not, that's the Bible teaches so.
And stupid
I
and
wish
clown.
The Bible doesn't
We're
have
human
it.
beings, we're not sheep or
I
donkeys.
agree 100 with
Tell
you.
it now,
But this
babe.
book says all this for them, and he cannot deny it.
And God, and if you use the word sheep, then it means that Jesus or God loves his sheep, which is including you as well, my friend. He loves the people that follow him. So that's what sheep means.
Even she can correct you. My
No,
gosh, man.
So,
Oh, no.
I don't know
Right,
if
guys,
it's-
that was 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
And I asked him to answer the question, and you can see, even when I shut up and I don't speak, he doesn't answer the question.
as a miracle,
I think that speaks for itself.
I do not believe in the crucifixion.
I
which is
think that
fundamental
speaks for
belief.
itself. I gave
I do
him
not believe
3
in
minutes
Trinity, which is
without
fundamental
interruption, and he didn't want to
According to
answer.
him, I'm
Do
gonna
you
go
know
to hell.
why?
I'm not gonna hear.
Do you know why? Because in his supremacist mentality, he believes that
basic
every
human
Christian
right.
is beneath him
It's basic
and that
human
we
right
should all
to
do
be
what he
respected. You
says.
cannot give me
And
a
unless
basic
we
human
humble
right
ourselves
that even
before
atheists will
him,
give to me.
he does not have to
Yeah.
deign himself to treat us like his equal. I
never
gave
said
him
this.
3 minutes
It's you
to
who's not
answer
treating
the
me like you're
question
equal.
about the
You
fact
read your
that
scripture
the
all
Quran
the time you wanna
states
read.
that night
Yeah.
cannot
Stop
overtake
your lies.
the day,
Have you ever heard me say
but a solar eclipse is exactly
Bible
that.
says you are
Night overtaking
says this.
day. The Quran
Your Bible
says
calls you fool,
that
what
the
can I
sun
do
and
for
the
you?
moon can never overtake one another because they are in separate orbits. But a solar eclipse is precisely when the moon passes in front of the sun and interferes with
You
the
are
direct light
inconsistent.
from the sun, creating night.
Are
And
you
then he
really
said,
serious on this?
and then he said
Question,
that the
Bob.
Quran,
You really want to have
the
discussion on
Quran
this?
also speaks about eclipses.
Yeah.
So the
Thank
Quran
you.
contains
No,
contradiction.
it's not contradiction.
It acknowledges,
The sun and the moon have
it
orbits,
acknowledges
and sometimes
eclipses
eclipse happen.
as happening,
Yeah.
but then denies that night can overtake day.
Orbit does not change when
If you
eclipse
do
happen.
not, if
Does
you
the
do
orbit
not
change when
accept
eclipse happen?
that night can overtake day, you are denying the possibility of a solar eclipse.
Can I answer
That
that
is
in
what is the
Turkish?
Quran is saying. You had your chance, you missed your chance. I don't need to give you another one.
Yeah, you're not.
Brothers
I know
and
you will never do
sisters,
it.
brothers and
You will never
sisters,
do it, Bob.
if the Quran is full of factual errors, like saying
Nothing
that the
proven it.
sun sets
We
in a
allow
puddle
civilized
of murky
conversation.
water,
We're gonna
and that
examine this.
night cannot
Just allow
overtake day,
civilized conversation.
bearing
All
in
what I'm
mind
asking-
that the only thing
All
that
what
night
I'm
is
asking,
the
civilized
absence
conversation.
of light, the absence of
Can
the
we have
sun's
private
light.
conversation?
So if night
Here you go.
cannot overtake
Time
day,
conversation.
then night,
Time and
which by
conversation about
definition
this topic.
is
Will
not
you take it?
the absence of light,
Can
then
we
the
have
Quran is in
private
error.
conversation?
Two errors of an astronomical
time it?
nature,
Bob, can we
when
time
the
it?
author of the Quran
Can you give me
is
equal time?
supposed to be all-knowing.
What more I can do for you?
The Quran
saying equal
is
time.
not
How
from
we can
God,
leave this
because
man
the
is
Quran
Jew,
says
and he's refusing to
its
have
own
Islam
standard,
without the
its own standard, is that if this was from any other of Allah,
Can we
people
have
like
equal
me
time about it?
would find many errors
If you
in the
are
Quran.
truthful,
And the reality
you will
is,
go for equal
I
time.
don't have to look far
Equal
to find
time.
errors in the Quran.
Equal time.
And when he was given the chance,
Equal
3
time.
minutes, when I
You
said
never give a
nothing,
chance, you
he
liar.
wasted the time
Equal time.
talking to him. Did you all see me give him 3 minutes to reply? Thank you very much. The man is so deluded in his way of thinking that even when I shut up, he says that I'm oppressing him. That's his persecution complex. Right there. He'll be accusing me of Islamophobia next.
Can we have equal time?
I'm done now.
You're
I'm
done, you have to
going.
run away. I will speak after you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will go.
I'm
He had the
inviting
chance
Bob
to
for
debate
equal
me.
time.
He chose not
Give
to.
equal time. You want to
I
have debate?
greet you all
Equal
in
time.
the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Debating, equal
God bless.
timing,
Have
each
a
other.
wonderful evening
Equal
and a very
time.
pleasant week.
Why not
Maybe
equal time?
next week, bro.
Next week, yes.
Next week,
Yeah.
if you can be
You have
bothered
to run away
to
now.
conduct yourself with
Why not
etiquette,
equal time?
if you can also
What
be
is more
bothered
etiquette
to answer
than
questions
saying
and
equal time?
actually listen to the answers.
What more etiquette
Take
to
care.
say? Give
I
each other
am
equal
not
time.
your dhimmi.
I will answer again.
I am not your dhimmi.
I have heard you talking about what happened in Egypt about if any Muslim he become Christian or something like that. No. What about the Christian who they become Muslim, and what happened to them in church, in Egyptian church?
So wait, what you're trying to do?
It's just a normal question. I'm not-
Yeah, bring forward your evidence. But I am not
Yeah,
bring
I
forward
have
your
example
evidence.
of
One
what
second,
happened
one
to
second,
them, yeah.
one second.
Yeah.
So let's get this right. He is trying to take the light off the persecution of Christians in Egypt because a minority in that country is supposedly persecuting Muslims. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I said to you, you talk only about if a Muslim he become a Christian, what happened to him. I said to you, are you aware?
When was the last
about-
time you spoke out against the persecution of Christians in Egypt?
I didn't talk about that.
Exactly. So here he is saying that I have to talk about discrimination against Muslims, but he hasn't
I'm
practiced
telling
what he
about-
preaches.
About you with me.
He hasn't
You with
practiced
me.
what he
I'm
preaches.
saying you with me.
You need a
I
higher
didn't
moral
say-
code, bro.
No,
and
no,
Jesus
you
gave
have
you
that.
one.
No,
you
no,
know what Jesus said?
you have-
He said, "Do
you
unto
need that.
others
No,
as you would
need
have
that.
them do unto
No,
you."
You need
If
that.
you want
Because
people
Wafa
to
Constantine-
speak against
Wafa-
Islamophobia,
Wafa-
you should
Wafa
speak out
Constantine-
against
Wafa-
Christophobia.
You
Practice
know
what
about
you preach.
talking. Just because.
Bring me the evidence
Wafa-
next
Wafa-
week.
No.
Bring me
I'll
the
show
evidence.
you
I've
now,
got to
I'll
go.
show you now, I'll show
I
you.
have to go.
1 minute.
Bring me the
Just
evidence
give me.
next week. Bring me the
Just
evidence.
give
We'll
me
talk
1
about it
minute.
next week. We'll talk about it next week. Bring me the evidence next week. I've got to go.
No, okay.
Next
Wafa
week.
Constantine, go
Next
look
week.
about
Next
Wafa-
week.
Wafa
There were no
Constantine.
Muslims at the time of Saint Constantine. Oh my gosh.
Wafa Constantine is the Constantine.
So basically, what we've seen is that today we had we have had Muslims, the Dawah team, because I think I have to be more accurate in the way that I speak. Sometimes I say Muslims and it sounds like I might be meaning everyone. I want to be clear as a qualification. Virtually 9 times out of 10, I mean the Dawah team, try to escape from dealing with or acknowledging the persecution of Christians in the Muslim world. And I encourage you to look into it. We have seen that there are people in our society who have been, because of liberal propaganda and because of liberal state education, have been filled with a characterization of the Christian faith that is being unchallenged by the church. And we have seen that there are certain supremacists in the park who literally think that it is their right to dominate you and to rule you and to tell you what to do, what to say, and you have to jump through their hoops. And they attack the Christian scriptures by taking it out of context, but ignore the verses in their Qur'an that basically prove that it's not from God. Because if the creator of the cosmos doesn't know how his cosmos works, he's not much of a creator.